Hey folks, how y'all doing today? Welcome to the Belt Loop 29 channel. I'm Belt Loop 29. Man, I tell you what, it's gonna be a hot one today. They put out a heat advisory. It's supposed to get up to about 110, I reckon, with the heat index. And I still got tons of chores I need to do out here. Every time I look around, I see something else I need to be doing. Anyhow, I'm gonna be running some chores today. Hopefully you'll join me for them. I'm gonna take you along with me, but I'm not gonna be doing like 30 minutes of me filling a bed, because you know what, nobody wants to see that. Not even I want to see that. I'd like to have it done in just a minute or two. Still, I'm gonna try to get some stuff done today. I got chores, I got weeding to do, I got to refill the bed. I've got to go through and start on an area for that Terra Preta 2 project I'm looking at doing. I need to see what I can do about putting some more of that wood chip mulch out on around them trees, get it a little thicker maybe. And you know, I've got some watering I got to do. So a little bit of everything. Chores never stop. Rain or shine, heat or cold, there's always something you got to get done. Anyhow, thanks for joining us. Y'all come on. Raising the level of this bed's one thing I need to get done. If you look at it, you'll see that, you know, it's lowered quite a bit. Almost, well, I'd say at least 8 inches, maybe close to a foot. Now, we've kind of thinned it out on these tomato plants, cut them back, leaving a few things on here just so some of these tomatoes will get ripe. But we also have asparagus we're trying to take care of, making sure there's room. We don't want to bury them too deep. I'm not exactly sure how deep is too deep, but we're going to try to go through and just put some more, I guess you'd call it compost. It's basically, you know, gin trash on top of it. One recurring problem we have with this bed is it keeps, you know, getting ants in it. I don't like them. Anyhow, those fire ants, folks, those will light you up. That reminds me, we got to do some pest control today too. The list of things that need to get done just never ends. I planned on going through today and starting this chores with filling up the bed, but I see now I really need to start with this pest control, at least on these fire ants. I don't want to put any poison out for these, you know, in this bed, because obviously there's food, and yes, I realize by putting several inches in here of that gin trash, we're going to be covering up probably some of these strawberry plants. That can't be helped. We will put more strawberry plants in there this next year, but I think we're going to have to start with we're going to start with this first, and I'm going to go through and I'm going to use diatomaceous earth. A lot of people refer to it as DE. It will kill them ants, the ones that get in it. What happens is this will go through and cover. It'll separate the skins. It'll separate the exoskeleton from the ants, and that'll kill them. Anyhow, that's the first thing we got to get done. Now it's time to start filling this bed. What we're going to do is we're going to throw some of this in here. And I guess I could wait for, in fact, that may be a better idea, to wait for the asparagus die back and do it then. But I think we can get some of it done so we won't have to do so much then. Journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. I want to go through and make sure that these things aren't covered, that they make sure that sitting on top. I've got this, I think, a couple inches most everywhere. I did not cover up where the fire ants are because I want that diatomaceous earth to sit there and continue to work on anything that comes out of it. Let me give y'all one more tip. Whenever you're working on a hot and humid day, sometimes it's probably best if you leave your wallet in the truck. Otherwise, what's going to happen, it's going to get all sweaty. And though there ain't no money in my wallet, never hurts to, well, you don't want any. If I had $1 or $2 in there, I don't want it all sweaty. Another thing we got to do is we got to go through and water these plants in containers. Y'all make it a point not to forget your plants in containers. They're going to dry out a lot quicker. Plus, if you don't water them, you'll find them things ed up with fire ants. And you don't want the fire ants in your bed. Just saying. So make it a point to be mindful of the time of year. Show a little love to your herbs, or love and water. Although it seems like I may have already watered these. Kind of hard to remember some days. Man, I can't tell you how good it smells right here. This basil, I expect it is. Man, I can smell that. Whoo, that smells good. I ain't gonna lie to you. Man, we need to have basil everywhere. In fact, I may have to talk with Tammy about putting some of that just as potted plants in the house. I have this seedling here of a Japanese black trefoil. This tomato plant's important to me. I did not get it in the garden, and it looks like it's struggling a little bit right here in this cup. So I'm just going to go ahead and plant it here in the bed, and hopefully it'll do all right. This will be the first tomato plant I actually planted in this bed. I'm just going to and then I'm gonna water it in. Looks like some of my sweat dropped in it. That's all right. I don't expect a little bit of salt to hurt it. Now I ain't gonna load it up with salt. But I'm gonna put that right there so we can remember. I don't think I'm gonna forget, but I'm really wanting to try those. I've heard a lot of good things about them, about how they taste. I can't tell if this yucca plant's trying to make a comeback or not. It looks like it is. So hadn't been that long ago we hit it, but I'm gonna hit it again. Oh, that looks so cool. I love the look of that thing. All right, that to me just looks pretty. Smoke.